Hi, my name is Kaisa Krusko and I am a family law attorney in Bedford, New Hampshire. New Hampshire is one of a handful of states that recognizes same-sex marriage. When considering a same-sex divorce, it's important to understand the differences because there are traps and pitfalls in a same-sex divorce that are not usually present in an opposite-sex couple's divorce. In New Hampshire, they will recognize a civil union as a same-sex marriage. If you entered into a civil union before same-sex marriage was approved, it will now be recognized as a marriage. Similarly, if you entered into a civil union in a state other than New Hampshire, your civil union will be recognized as a marriage in New Hampshire. A very important distinction in same-sex divorces is alimony. Normally, alimony is tax deductible to the person who pays the alimony, and the person receiving the alimony claims it as income on their tax return. However, the Defense of Marriage Act, also called DOMA, prevents the federal government from recognizing any same-sex marriage. Therefore, the IRS cannot recognize alimony payments between same-sex couples. This is a huge drawback for the person paying alimony because if they are ordered to pay alimony, it will not be tax deductible off of their gross income, and they will pay taxes on the income that they would pay to the spouse receiving the alimony. The person receiving the alimony would also have to claim the income, but they could not claim it as alimony. Instead, it would be considered a gift, and they may have to pay taxes under the gift tax status. Another pitfall of DOMA is the division of retirement accounts. Normally, a spouse will transfer a retirement asset held in one of the spouse's names to the other spouse. And that's done by something called a Qualified Domestic Relations Order, otherwise known as a quadro. And this is done pursuant to the federal law called ERISA, or also called the Employment Retirement Income Security Act. So normally what would happen is a spouse would transfer the retirement asset through the quadro process to the other spouse, and that would be tax-free. However, in a same-sex divorce, the tax-free transfer pursuant to a quadro under ERISA is not allowed, and therefore any transfer of retirement assets from one same-sex spouse to another same-sex spouse will be taxable under the Internal Revenue Service Code. A third issue to be aware of in same-sex divorces is the parenting rights and responsibilities of each spouse. New Hampshire follows the legal presumption that a child born into the marriage or during the marriage is the legal child of both spouses. That is a presumption that can be attacked, however, and if that attack is successful, it could drastically affect the non-biological parent's parenting rights and responsibilities. That non-biological parent could be relegated to a step-parent role who does not have legal authority to make decisions over the child or have a more expansive parenting schedule with the child. The safest way to ensure that both parties will have rights to the child is to cross-adopt the children. Thank you for tuning in. If you have further questions, please feel free to contact my office by telephone, email, or through my website.